Veteran Salute, sponsored by DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers.
It's time now for our segment, Veteran Salute. It's our chance to honor heroes in our area, to thank them for their service.
Tonight, 27 News reporter Kelly Peltier introduces us to U.S. Army veteran Ron Whitney.
Ron Whitney was a sergeant in the U.S. Army during the buildup of the Vietnam War. After he graduated from college, he chose to join the military on his own terms rather than getting drafted, and says he's glad he did. U.S. Army veteran Ron Whitney graduated from Emporia State in 1968. He thought his degree would defer him from serving during Vietnam.
And I figured, well, after 4 years, then probably the Vietnam War would be over with by then.
But of course, Vietnam would rage on for almost another decade. His father-in-law was actually on the draft board all those years ago. At that point, he knew becoming a soldier was inevitable. So he went into the service, making the best of it.
The minute we hit the floor in basic training, they said, you're going to Vietnam eventually sometime, and they were right. Of course, we didn't want to believe that, but they were right.
Whitney served one tour in Vietnam the summer of '69.
It was hot and it was dusty and sandy. And
he spent most of his time there in Cameron doing administration work, making sure troops had all the supplies they needed. He's grateful he never experienced some of the horrors of Vietnam.
So we did have a few incidences, but nothing like being out in the field 365 days.
When he got back home to the States, he and his wife Linda spent the last 14 months of his service in Fort Carson, Colorado. For the soldiers like him who made it out of Vietnam, it wasn't exactly a warm welcome home.
The 60s were crazy times for sure. A lot of war protests going on, and it was a very ugly, ugly time here in the United States.
He says that's part of why he's so passionate today about showing other veterans appreciation.
When other veterans come home from war zones, that they are recognized and not looked upon as a lower class person.
Today, Ron is very passionate about helping other veterans receive the services they deserve. He's currently the commander of the Emporia American Legion All Veterans Memorial, and he's also a member of the VFW. He told me it's funny how his journey has come full circle from not really wanting anything to do with the military to now being, quote, waist deep in veterans activities. Working for you, Kelly Peltier, 27 News.
We highlight veterans in our community every week, just like Ron. If you'd like to nominate someone for our Veteran Salute segment, all you've got to do is go to KSNT.com, click on this story for information on exactly how to do just that.
Now, every week we do this, each veteran receives a surprise, so take a look.
The DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers here with our Veteran of the Week, and that's Sergeant Ron Whitney, who served our country during Vietnam and is also the commander of the American Legion. On behalf of all of Kansas, thank you so much for your service.
We're excited to present you with a check for $500.
I'd like to thank DeVaughn James for supporting our military veterans, and I'd like to use this gift to support the veterans activities in Emporia, Kansas, home of the founding city of Veterans Day.
Fabulous.
Veteran Salute, sponsored by DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers.